That was probably, like, the worst timing possible. As always, let me know in chat if if the game audio is too loud, too quiet, whatever else. The second I was like, all right, I'm live. Like, I hit the live button, hop in Discord to share it out, and, like, immediately lose internet. Like, just the worst possible timing. Welcome to, chat, Juno and Obsidian. Already fight this lady? My child has gone into the chocolate mine. He hasn't returned. What could have happened? Alright, well, once again, it has been a week, so, need to remember where we are at. Right, I remember we were trying to get you powered up, but you were just not proving to be that useful. Because there was, like, a whole, like, event to catch this guy. And it just didn't lead to anything. Sorry, I had to check them. Okay. Wait, we have a level 13 in our party? Oh yeah, I thought we wanted to, we just got this guy recently. Okay. As far as where we actually need to go, I am not sure. Let's just go battle this kid. Oh. Or not. I don't think we were grinding or anything. I'm pretty sure we ended out our last grinding attempt. Were we going to do the cave? I don't remember. I really have no idea where we're at. Right, okay. Have we... I think that was the city that we already cleared, right? Let's just go over there and find out. I should probably be, like, saving in towns instead of just saving randomly and hopping in stream having no idea where we were at. Alright, Biker Glade would like to battle. Yeah, we've seen this guy 100 times. Right, confection. Useful against most things. Oh, okay. Not super useful there. Glare. Fantastic. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so that was one of the benefits is that we had synchronize. Okay. Go for a slash. Maybe more damage. Yeah, that's far better. So we're finding level 22s with trainers here. It's probably not a good place to try and level up our Riolu. At least not until we get to a Pokemon Center, right? And we can actually, like, swap things out. Confection! Okay, this is gonna be an annoying problem. Okay, cool, we actually hit. That's an issue we've had throughout this entire run, is just running into, trainers that love to just spend the entire first half of the fight lowering my accuracy so I can't do anything to them. That's new. And kind of horrifying. Confection. Yep. And missed. And missed. We're gonna go for one more. If it doesn't hit, we're swapping. Oh, that was crazy loud. I doubt that picked up in mic. The bulb in my studio light just burned. That's crazy. That's my newest one. That is my newest. I've barely had this thing. Let me pull this up real quick. I need to at least kill power to it. That was crazy loud. I thought I just lost power or something there. Yeah, like that burned. I can check it later on in stream once it cools down. Yeah, I didn't think it would. Like, man, I've had this studio light for like, I don't even know, like a few weeks. Sorry, that was me since psychic damage to the bulb. I've literally had it for a few weeks. That's crazy. Okay, well, I bought some bad studio lights. It's just the bulb. I have replacements, but the replacements I have are my old ones that started to get a little bit dim. That's kind of an issue with that type of bulb. My heart started going. Like, it sounded like a fire went off and everything just got dark. Like, now my heart's, like, going like crazy. That scared the hell out of me. Luckily, I guess I don't really need it. General rule of green screen is you want to have 3 lights. Generally, it's like 2 lights for lighting up the green screen, and then 1 on your focus. In this case, that would be me. I usually just run 2. Well, I only have 1, and it's doing the job. so... Power surge? No, I mean, if there was a power surge, maybe something else flickered? I might have to go back and stream and see. Like, did we... Oh, I didn't swap Pokemon. Maybe there was a power surge? I don't think so. How's it going now that your internet works again? Doing pretty good. Welcome to stream. Yeah, literally... Oh, I shouldn't have attacked. Okay, it's fine. No, it didn't actually do anything. Yeah, second I go live, internet goes out. I mean, everything is telling me not to stream today. I had multiple issues getting things set up. Not only am I super late, the second I'll go live, my internet cuts out. And then one of my studio lights bulbs just blew in, like, a catastrophic way. Once it cools down, I'm gonna grab it. I wonder if, we can see physical damage on it. These bulbs are massive. Like, they are huge. The one issue with that type of, like, massive bulb is that a lot of the times they don't just blow like that. Like, usually they last for years. And then what happens is they slowly get dimmer as they get older. And then eventually you have a blowout. So I actually changed the bulbs of my studio lights not that long ago. So I still have the backup, so I can at least throw one of those in there. They're just a little dim. Soon enough, the translucent Gengar is gonna find its way back, clearly. Man, everything is telling me, like, don't go live. Like, holy god. Just the god-awful luck. Alright, one left. We still haven't made it to the city. The map showed us as being, like... We were, like, one tile from it. Surely there's not a whole lot till we get there. God, the type weaknesses in this game are just, like... I struggle with some type matchups in normal Pokemon. Like, let alone learning them in this ROM hack. And being able to look at something and immediately go, that's what that is. I got very tired of my procrastination on finishing the Ruby Elite Four from last year, so it's rare candy grinding time. Yeah, I know a lot of people, they just, when emulating, they just cheat in rare candies. All I can say is anytime I've tried to do that with, like, a ROM hack, it hasn't worked out super well for me. But that would have saved a lot of time on this run. Alright, defeated biker Aaron. Alright, well, that didn't go super smooth. We kind of lost one of our best ones, and our other one's not doing so hot. An actual hardware, I don't have an R4, so I don't have a choice, fair enough. I'm trying to do, like, a somewhat more authentic experience. I originally wanted to run this game off of the cartridge, and when I do that with this guy right here, it didn't work so well, so I had to rip the ROM and I'm emulating it. But I am using my SP as a controller. I have this little wireless adapter, so it still feels kind of like I'm playing it on actual hardware. Okay, we have definitely not been here. So hopefully there's another gym here for us to take down. Again, we're probably going to be looking at another large level gap. Close enough. Yeah, I figured it was, you know, pretty similar, right? At least it'll kind of, like, feel correct to me. Oh, I have to drop a save, but I am not on... There we go. Oh, the gym is literally right here. I'm guessing we're going to be seeing a pretty big level jump. Surely I can at least take on the first trainer in here to figure out what the level jump is going to be. And immediately, it does the audio glitch. Oh. No, okay, no, it's still doing it. Yeah, it's really quiet in the background, but it's still doing it. Yep, save. Bam, then reset. And solved. You're cursed today. Man, it's clearly a problem. Who did you upset? Somebody, man. You want to turn to the gym leader? You're gonna make it to him. Right. Yep, we have to fight everyone in one go. Let's go with this guy. Hey, buddy. What? It's weird seeing Misty in this gym. Gotta say. I dreamt of becoming a cook, so I work here now. Are they trying to make Misty into like a chef? Chef Orson would like to battle. Okay, he has a Papachu. Level 15. What are we doing out of order here, guy? The last gym, we had to get up to like 30 to take on. Clearly, we went way out of order. I don't even know how. Like, it seemed like we were just following the line. I was expecting like a jump to like 40. Not half my level. Alright, well, let's fly through this gym, I suppose. Yeah, now I can steamroll. Yeah, it wasn't really the intention, but hey, I guess steamroll it is. Let's go ahead and fight this guy just for funsies. Oh, that's new. The Flangoose. That is a thing that you did. All I can think of is Courage the Cowardly Dog. Anytime I think of of Flan, it's just Courage. Alright, well. Oh, hey, actually, we have a low level we can use here. That's right, where I got so big. It was actually really well done, I'll give it that. Have there been any particularly delicious-looking Pokemon yet? I mean, I would probably try a Flangoose. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it is done really well. I do like the drops coming off of the tail. I don't think I would eat our little, Nidorino here, though. Like, maybe just like the strawberries on his back. It's weird that that's been a theme on my channel as of late. I did that stream of which Pokemon would you eat, and now we're doing our third stream of a ROM hack about... Oh, hey, here we go. That's huge. Our third stream about consumable Pokemon specifically. I think it's the first evolution we've done where I wasn't fast-forwarding. I skipped the animation because of it. That's huge. Looks like it's wearing a tank top. It just looks like it's wearing a tank top. It's just like a cream thing, I'm guessing. Okay, that's huge. Angel Queen. Okay. Vanilla Strawberry, I think that's what it was before, correct? It was just Vanilla Strawberry. I knew I had the Strawberry typing, but... Poison's Foe on Contact. Okay. We know we want to get you evolved. You know, we can just go ahead and, like, do a swap thing here. Just for some extra experience. They didn't recolor the small sprites, Slack. What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Like the mini sprites. Leader Sophia. Yeah, that's definitely her name. And she also has a Flangoose. Alright, well, definitely not strong enough to actually do anything, but one little swap here. Man, I do want to get our edible Venusaur going. Sure, Cherry Rain. It really doesn't matter at this point. In the menu. You know, the term menu has a very different context in this game. Ryolish, level 14. Trying to learn Astonish, can't learn more than 4 moves. Probably. Astonish would probably be really useful. It is a Raspberry. Power 30. Do we can at least toss Leer out the window. We don't need Leer. I'll devour that, I would devour that chocolate. Def looks tasty. I wonder if he's hollow in the middle like a chocolate bunny. That's a fair question. Hey, Borisu, welcome to stream. You missed all of the chaos. Hopefully from here on out, nothing else goes wrong. It probably will. I was actually thinking, like, you know, we did that stream recently where my, my camera just kind of got borked halfway through. And that was my concern. Like, that was my one concern going live today is, oh, what if that happens again? Internet outage, light bulb goes out, pre-stream issues, most emulation issues. No. Because I did mention it in the last stream, so I have my doubts, but if you really only watch the streams, you don't do, like, the Discord or anything. I mentioned in the last stream that I was working on some big PC upgrades, but I didn't want to do them until after stream day, in case it messed things up. But I did get them done that night. I definitely ran into some issues. But PC upgrades are kind of done now. Had some weird issues with my software that I actually used to capture my camera here after that upgrade, but turns out it was mostly because of the software itself getting a really crappy update, as well as a USB issue that I had. I was like overloading my USB hub, USB bus. My ice cream melted. I was too focused on battling you to eat it. That's pretty impressive. I'd like you to have this medal. Okay, I read that wrong. I thought it was a typo. $2,000 for winning. You got the cream medal. There are 8 medals you can win from battle bakeries all over the region. I'm sure you can collect all of them. Now you have questions. All right, what would you like to know? I didn't say I had questions. You're not interested? Well, that's a relief. What is this? That's the biggest strawberry I've ever seen. So you want to use it to make your Pokesweets stronger. Pokesweets become stronger the more delicious they are. Interesting. However, sometimes it takes a human utensil to really power them up. So with the right utensil, you could use the strawberry's real power. Don't know if something like that exists yet, however. That's all I can say. Good luck. Well, I already have the item, so yeah, we definitely did this out of order. But okay, there's our next gym knocked out. I thought after you beat the gym leader, they weren't supposed to challenge you anymore. I know that's a thing in the actual games, but we've also ran in front of people we didn't battle during the gym, and didn't have to actually fight them on the way out. That's interesting. It's like a programming issue, honestly. Okay, well, they're both paralyzed. Let's go with somebody else here. Level 22. We'll go for a bit more of a fair fight. Not that this little Teddy Ursa has really been proving to be that useful. Fury swipes, I suppose. Two times, lame. Come on, buddy. You gotta hit more than twice. I just finished an artwork, and I'm here once again. Yeah, welcome to stream, man. Well, at least we can get him some experience. Oh yeah, and you do a little Ryolish, I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know how to say half of these names. No, we'll fight. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's every trainer in this game is like, let's use the exact same Pokemon, but 3 times. Bam, problem solved. Okay, well, that was pretty quick. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and drop a save. Opening the Pokemon menu and seeing a full team of Zigzagoons reminds me of when I first started playing Pokemon through online emulations of Ruby, where I'd fill my team with Zigzagoon for no reason. You did the online emulator. I know that that's a thing. Like, there are sites specifically for emulating games, like, in your browser. I've always wondered, like, how well that actually worked. Like, I've never considered doing it. Like, as far as, like, you know, like, backing up saves and stuff, like, is it all just stored on their server? Special prize for beating these trainers. Okay, so we have some more fights here. Hey, buddy. My score's 1 and 1. Put me in the positive. No. Oh. So I have to say yes in order to fight him. I have to agree to a rigged match. I'm curious how friendship evos work here with Ryolusuite. That's a good question. They don't work well, but they're super funny. Okay. Like, I always imagined that, like, they only really exist if you don't have, like, a good way to emulate, and you're like, yeah, this isn't preferable, but it's this or nothing. That's how I've always imagined them. How do you keep your save? That's what I was wondering. The website, sometimes would keep it, usually not. Okay. I wasn't aware of actual emulators when I used them. That's fair. I remember, I'm old enough to remember when it was, like, was mind-blowing that somebody was able to run, like Pokemon on like their iPod Touch back in the day. I'm just like, what? You don't even have a Game Boy? Like, screwed us on again. Doesn't really matter at this point. Even though he has a very small child, that's fair. Some ROM websites have those online emulators, and yep, they don't work well at all. Yeah, I never imagined that they would be good. Like, maybe with like a specific browser, they would probably work okay. Camper Tim. I'm positive I lost, just as planned. You... What? Explain yourself, sir. That's pretty fun, no matter the results. Okay. Hey, buddy. I lost 2 times. Are you going to... Let's get it over with. Okay, this guy's very confident. So we can see that, you know, the other guy got a win off on him. And our one-on-one guy got a win off. Why does it look like a shiny to me? Like, that just looks like a shiny. I don't even really see a drastic, you know, food-based change going on here. Alright, Nightshade. Oh, immediately hardened. Fantastic. Meters, they don't work at all. Yeah. Like, I know I've seen them before, but I've never really considered trying it. What sweet is Leonid? Yeah, I don't know how to say it. I assume lemon based on the name. I was thinking like lemon or even just like a pie. Like, I would have gone the lazy route and just turned it into a pie. That was his only Pokemon. Buddy, I can see why you're entirely in the negative. I've won 2 times today. Are you number 3? Sure. Don't feel bad. 3 is lucky in some towns, you know? To be honest, it is a very good idea to not bother with online emulators. Hey, Dreyfus, welcome to stream. Hopefully I said your name correctly. Q-pop for the 9 billionth time, Nightshade. If I knew about actual emulators, I would have probably actually gotten to finish Ruby back then. I mean, especially like, you know, back in the day, like trying to emulate like older hardware and stuff was, you know, a bit more tricky. You actually needed like decent hardware when emulation was still younger, right? At least compared to the basic home PCs that people were running. I say that as someone who didn't emulate back then, just kind of based on my like third-party knowledge here. Dre works too. Okay. I just bought an old copy of Ruby. That's awesome. Ruby is the only, I should clarify, the only old generation. It's not really the only Pokemon generation, but Ruby, Emerald, Sapphire is the only generation where I actually own all 3 games. I don't even really know how that came about. Like, I am a game collector, but a lot of Pokemon games are just, like, kind of expensive when I know that in the end, I'm probably just gonna... It's doing the audio thing again, isn't it? It is. Wow, already. Twice already, and we've been live for 26 minutes. Alright, let's drop another save. I know that I'm gonna be, like, emulating most of the time anyways, so it's like... I don't see the point, necessarily, if I at least have one from that gen, right? Reset... Alright. As in the last 30 minutes. That's actually pretty ironic timing. Kicks the ROM. Stop that. I clicked all of them as well, just like, I don't have everything for my generation. Yeah, like, I wasn't really a conscious, intentional decision to get Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. I think even, I didn't even know that that was a thing, a collection that I had completed for a long time. I just kind of noticed it one day. Can I have some honey? Sure, everybody just wants things from me. 2 orange berries. Thank you, buddy. Anything else to do in town? There is a stone up here. I don't know anything about generation. The closest I have is XY and Alpha Sapphire. And in fact, the newer generations, I have, like, both versions. Sun and Moon, although I don't have... actually, no, I don't have Sun anymore. I have Ultra Sun and Regular Moon. Because my original copy of Pokemon Sun disappeared whenever we moved house. It was a fun event. I don't have Y, but I do have X. I don't think I have Alpha Sapphire. But then, like, where me and my wife, like, we tended to buy, like, I'll buy one copy, she buys the other. So, like, Sword and Shield, we have both. Scarlet and Violet have both. Actually, that's in a, oh, I forgot I had to move some of the games. It's over here now. We have a double pack for it. For hooking up Top Cam in a recent video, and then I just never put the Switch games back where they need to go. Oh my god, it's doing the audio glitch again. All right. Third time, and now 28 minutes. Okay. Emulation, reset. It just really doesn't want us to actually play through this game. I catch up on chat. I don't have Emerald, but I have 2 copies of Ruby. Okay. Why am I just standing there? And how do I get to me? Hello, me? Can I get to you? Is there a way for me to get to you? Okay. Okay, what is with stream today? The music just completely cut out. Okay, now it's back. I might have to try to get the other JP Gen 1 games though. I will say Pokemon Green is like, you know, always like a fun thing. No, no. You know, it's like, you know, like, oh, we didn't really have Pokemon Green here technically. So people like to add that to their collection. It is like the cheapest Pokemon game you can add to your collection. What's actually funny is I intentionally bought Pokemon Green because I thought it was a neat thing to have. And I bought something else on eBay, and the dude just included a copy of Pokemon Green because it was just the cheap little freebie to throw in. So I ended up with a second copy of Pokemon Green, so I gave it to my brother. But that's to tell you like how easy it is to pick up. And that dude's like, oh, here's a little freebie. There's a tree. See, it was a tree made out of chocolate rods. You can cut that with. Okay. I think that man thought we had a conversation before that we didn't have. Okay, still trying to catch up on chat. Let me take a look here. I'm missing Emerald, Ultra Sun, Moon, Eevee, Pikachu, Shield, SP, and Violet. Hey, Andrew B, welcome to stream. How do Mr. Seeker's on Insomnia has a few benefits. It's 1:45 a.m. It's almost 9 for me. It's kind of a later stream than planned, but I was happy you can make it, man. My moon vanished too. Titus Casey, welcome as well. If anyone cares to see my DSS30S collection, I posted, shorts videos in chat. Okay, cool. Gen 6 is the only one that I have finished every version of. I always wanted to ask what's the difference between Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon. Every time I hear about differences, everyone, make it seem like there is none. There's some big differences. Generally when it comes to like those like third version games, it's like they kind of add more stuff to. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna make our way right now. They focus a lot on adding things to the end game. This kind of like adding more. Oh yeah, I want to work on evolving you. More things to do generally. They also tend to add like an extra like story arc and stuff like that. But I don't know the exact differences between the two. I'm not an expert in that field. Okay, so we're trying to just move right. Maybe it's all the way at the top. Yeah, it's probably just... No, okay, no, it's not. Unless I need to... Oh, I probably need to head back to Sugar City and work my way down. Let me see. That's Route 5. And then onto Route 12, so probably not. That's Route 18, 17. I actually don't know which way we should go. Because clearly this game doesn't follow the traditional map order. I think that area might be buggy. It definitely seemed like it. All the Japanese Gen 1 games are like 15 each. Yeah, man, like it's cheap to pick up. Yeah, the sprites in green are so goofy. I want to get the Japanese version complete in box. CIV, they're only like $80, kind of insane. And yeah, it's still like kind of pricey if you think about it, but like compared to complete in box here, that is cheap. That's why I'm planning on buying Pokemon games when I go to Japan. To be honest, most of everything is cheaper. Yeah, I have a decent little like Japanese game collection. It's not a whole lot. So that is gonna take us straight. Maybe? Okay, I actually don't know where this is supposed to lead. Let's just go inside and find out. I think we came through this way, right? Like, this is the only other path, so surely. Unless there's something else over here. Oh yeah, I forgot you can just like walk through the berry bushes. Okay, no, that just leads back to town. That's where. Okay, yeah. So back this way. Okay, gotta push it again. I'm pretty sure this is how we originally entered this area. Yeah, this is the Pumpkin Woods. Okay. So, I guess our best bet is just to fly down here and work our way down south. That's what I'm planning. Oh, yeah. I think Bulbapedia lists them all, probably. God, I forgot how loud the music was in this town. I thought about getting a bootleg English one. That's fair. What? Oh, that's a gift box. I forgot they replaced the Pokeballs with those. I mean, in general, looking at CIB game prices, especially from Game Boy era, it's insanely cheap. That's when you're talking about Japanese. The store I got Ruby at had Blue Complete in box for 225. Box wasn't in the best shape. I guess we'll just kind of try and make our way straight to it without trying to do as many battles as we possibly can. Okay, it circles back up. Well, this is a place. Tyragroda. Where are we on the map? Oh, okay. A side route. But you need to check a lot of stuff and buying old games and stuff in person. In Japan, some stuff still costs draconic amounts of money. Mostly limited versions of the consoles, but still. The walls are rock candy. I can't eat that at all. Okay. Well, we have a Team Magma guy up here. Oh, okay. Rock. Okay, yeah, it's rock candy. Okay, I get it. Luckily things here seem to be pretty low level. Just ordered a 3DS in a mint color from Japan. That's actually awesome. Oh no, he roared me away. Forgot about tariffs. Yeah, that probably doesn't help much. I actually remember I used to do a decent amount of, like, you know, ordering things direct from Japan back in the day. I imagine it's a bit more of a pain now with tariffs. I got my most wanted 3DS console back in January, complete in box, and I'm still incredibly happy to have it. The Flare Red OG3, that's awesome. After importing fees, it was like 120 maybe. It's still not too bad. Razor Leaf should potentially finish. Ooh, okay. Solid crit. Oh, hey, we can probably check that bulb now. It should be nice and cool, right? Let's hope I don't die on stream here. I'm gonna try and take out that bulb that just blew, like, what, like 30 minutes ago now? When I said that I use, like, large bulbs for my studio lights, like, it's a big boy. Let me swap my cam here. Big boy. I mean, there's a definite, like, weak spot kind of formed in the glass right there. But I don't have, like, there's no, like, sign of, like, burn or anything. It's definitely a cheaper bulb than what I use in my others, though, because this video light came with this bulb. But the ones that came with my other ones were, like, they held up for a long time. There's a little bit of burn, like, in the spiral in here. Like, man, it sizzled when this thing died. Well, that was fun. Where'd it go? Okay. Raticate fainted. Sherbet. Will you change Pokemon? No. Yeah, like oof itself. Yeah, oh my god. I hate that. I hate that so much. And somebody probably put a lot of work into it. That is very transformative. I'll give them that. Oh, sometimes it just presses a button for me. Oh, hey, Obsidian has gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much, Obsidian. Yeah, now it's, oh, is it gonna pop up for every person? That's kind of wild. Thank you very much, Obsidian. I guess welcome to all of the members. Fun fact, I actually looked into it recently. I can't even gift memberships to my own channel. Like, it's a thing that you can do on other platforms, but for some reason you can't do it on YouTube. But hey, Obsidian, thank you very much. Yeah, at the start of stream, second I go live, internet goes out. A few minutes later, studio light just poofs, and it's like a new studio light. I've had it for like a month, maybe 2 months. Change Pokemon, no. Well, it's good to know that with, because I used to be a Twitch streamer. It's good to know that on YouTube, if somebody does gift subs, it's gonna ping a notification for everyone. It's actually kind of cool, though. Well, hey, to anybody who just became a YouTube member, feel free to check out the members content. I post at least one bonus video every week. The one coming on Monday is, I think it's just shy of an hour and a half long. It's not quite finalized yet. Let me try to get up on chat still. That bulb is probably bigger than me. It is a very big bulb. Let me see. I'm not going to call out all the people that just got memberships. I know some people like to just privately lurk. Even though they got called out visually on the stream. I don't know how to feel about that sprite. Yeah, one of my favorite Pokemon, they just kind of curse them there. I wanted this specific person. Oh, can you not just gift to specific people? Surely that's an option. Well, sadly, my goal is to evolve you, and I don't think I have any... Do I have any way to revive? God, I had to change the name of everything. 200 HP... Nope, I don't have any way to revive. Fantastic. Pick me, please, on a special. But of course, it's for people who aren't even here. Sherbet is definitely bright. Yeah, it kind of cursed. Okay, I can at least heal up my other little champion. We kind of got destroyed there, huh? Okay, I thought I accidentally selected the wrong one. Oh, you might know I'm curious. Do you know if there's a wireless link cable that came with Emerald? I actually don't know. It should not can do no YouTube picks for you. That's interesting. That was before it existed. Okay, well, didn't get like decimated there. I think we're just gonna. I mean, to be fair, even if we fail to run, it's probably just gonna roar us anyways. So. Oh, okay. Maybe don't speed up. I forgot we're in a cave. Every step kind of matters in here. Hey buddy, and run. Okay, maybe don't go seeking out trainer battles. That last one didn't work out super well for me. Okay, you're new, a little horrifying, looking a little, like you've been stuck in a cave with no light, despite the fact that there's plenty of light in this cave. Yeah, easy. Yeah, Obsidian, that's wild that YouTube doesn't let you do a specific gift sub. I'm starting to see why YouTube is still kind of a little behind on the streaming scene. Yeah, there he is again. I kind of want to see what Noivern looks like, because Noivern is one of my favorite Pokemon. But, man, this just kind of hurts me to look at. Tell you what, buddy, you live through a bite, I'm gonna catch you. And nope, no catch. I just kind of shiny Sylveon and Scarlet. That's awesome, man. Love Cupris. Just a little albino guy. Leave him alone. Wait, is this where we entered from? Am I stupid? No, it's not. Okay, so that's how we get to this town. Okay. Weird circle around here. That or I'm just stupid, which is, again, true, but to what level, right? To what... Okay. Ah. So I can't get into this town. So... Okay, so I entered the cave from just south here. The cave comes out here. So does that mean that it potentially has either a southern or an eastern exit? Hmm. They chopped off Reginald, and sorry if I'm writing the name wrong, little legs off. I just thought I'd shoot my shot, but I didn't get the person I wanted to gift. It is what it is. Well, hey, thank you either way, man. That is just kind of wild that that's not a thing that you can do, though. I haven't farmed for rare candies before in Ruby, so I have no idea if there's a faster way to do this than I am. I would have zero idea. Okay. So we're hoping for either an eastern or a southern exit. Scaropi, okay. They turned him into a banana. Scaronana. Sure, man. Farm for rare candies. Also had a raid of the shiny Meryl. Hey, Steve Bell 6, welcome to the stream. Oh, okay, well, my goal is to avoid these, but, you know, here we go. Third time I haven't gotten any rare candies, so there probably is. They might not have, like, intended for you to be able to grind them out, so there might not be, like, a solid way to do it. There's something else I wanted to say, but I forgot. Well, no, Bite instantly killed the version of him that was half this health, level. Yeah, okay. Normally you just have Zigzagoon since they have pickup. Okay. YouTube added XP thing, but doesn't let you choose a person to gift a membership. Wow. Yeah, they're also doing that like weird hype thing now, which, to be fair, they haven't really thoroughly explained, at least to me, what that even is, like to the creator side of things. Like, I have an understanding as to what that hype thing is, but like, they really didn't explain much. It doesn't seem like it really does that much. Is Tropius still normal? We haven't ran into Tropius yet, but I would be kind of disappointed if they actually changed him. They should have just left him the same. With 1% chance to get a rare candy per fight you win. Okay. Per pickup Pokemon. Didn't see you were live, but just got a gift sub. So does it notify you even if you're not in the stream if you receive a gift sub? That's interesting. Welcome to stream though. I guess we'll just try for another double kick here. Doesn't seem to be working out super well, but eventually he'll have to go down, right? My team is all super underleveled for the Elite Four, which is why I'm doing this to begin with. That's fair. Maybe we could try for a bite. I forgot that bite and double kick are two different typings. Gamification, I guess it's a good way to promote. Yeah, I guess that does work. A very expensive way to promote that there's a stream. Okay. I don't think we've seen him before, have we? He looks kind of familiar. They do a lot of strawberry conversions in this. Well, I guess welcome to stream, all the people that Obsidian just kind of pulled in here. If I didn't just waste money on Whatnot last night, or trying to get the person I was trying to get. See, I thought it was kind of terrible that I can't do gift subs, like, as the creator. Like, at all. It's just not an option. But it's even worse that you can't, like, decide, like, I want to gift a sub to this person. You're getting a lot of Ultra Balls, though. It's very strange. Straw Wink given to me. Playing Emerald, I'd have to get him to level 21. Okay. So, I guess we'll try for an Eastern exit? God, this thing is just horrifying to me. Like, they ruined my Noibat. I feel kind of bad for saying that, because whoever made that, like, there's a lot of sprite work put into that. Like there was like a lot more what we've seen on a number of these sprites, where they're basically palette swaps with like a little bit of change on some of them. Like a good amount of work went in. They just shaved his head and turned him yellow. Poor Spiro, man. This is kind of what I'm talking about, though. Like, some of them, you know, you can see that work was required to make that, but, like, not quite the same level of what we saw out of some of them, especially that Noibat. But, man, sometimes you can go the wrong way and change too much. Okay, I'm afraid of losing our little champion here. Screw it, let's go for it. Who is underleveled? Didn't think about that. Aerial Ace. Okay, not terrible. And Poison. Goodbye, buddy. I googled it, but it appears you should be able to give 10 subs. Really? Not sure, though. I couldn't find a way to do it. And what I saw said that there's just no way for me to. Have you thought about playing a bunch of Pokemon games and going through them? I've considered doing like a run through of each generation, like on stream. But at least for the time being, where I'm only streaming once a week, that would be a very long dedication, right? Like, you know, we're talking like 3 hours a week streamed. And then especially with me not being like, you know, I'm not like a competitive player, right? Like, I don't know all the like best techniques for running through the games and stuff. So I've considered it. It'll probably be a thing if I get to streaming more actively. But at the current time, it's just like I'm a lot more dedicated to the videos than I am the streams. The streams are just kind of like a fun thing to do on the side, just to, you know, end off a Saturday. Infection. Why is he bald? Shinx is one of my favorites. Now you show me a pink version of him. Give me two. This is the guy with a COD profile pic. Spiro ate too many banana runts. The banana runts are the best. I don't care what anyone says. I feel like most people are very vocal on either they think the banana runts are the worst or they are the best. They are the best. The variant's pretty cute, actually. While he tortures people, have him like them. I really like Omega Rainbow Sapphire. Both of those games I played since I needed for my living decks, and I just put them like 12-hour playthroughs. One I did all in one day. That's kind of wild. I tend to take my time with a lot of Pokemon games. I feel like on a stream, right, or playing through, actually I have that cartridge sitting right here, Sweet Seconds. Like, you know, I'm going to be a bit more of a let's rush to the next gym. But I do tend to take my time a lot with Pokemon games. Is Vixian still a bulldozer? Do we have another one? Oh, it's 100% a Nidoqueen. But my whole team is getting really messed up in this cave. Like, we are really not doing super great in here. Banner runs are the best of them. I posted info in the member channel for you. Okay, I'll have to take a look. And we can try for a quick attack here. Yeah, maybe one more will finish it. I'm a little concerned that it won't. If I don't, okay. We just gotta hope the one quick attack will finish this one. Okay, got a crit. That's perfect. Although poison's still gonna kick in. Oh no, it doesn't, because that was the end of the fight. Okay, that was his last one. Okay, we definitely need to do some healing here, especially on our Nidoqueen. I really have not been buying enough healing items. I don't have any way to revive. So I've lost, like, 2/3 of my actual, like, usable Pokemon. I guess if we can save for it, we should, even though if we run into any trainers, he's not going to be that useful. I wasn't really prepared for this. I do have an escape rope, though. Oh, do I not have hearing burns? Restores health. But none of these, I don't have anything to fix hunger, do I? I might have just healed him for no reason. I don't have anything to fix hunger. Okay, well. In case you're not familiar, hunger is just poison. And I am behind on chat. Being for both of us and Scarlet. I thought it was Sweet Tooth. It is. I like to call it by both, honestly. I have to lure him out, don't I? No? I've been hearing things about you. You're making a collection of Mega Sweets, I hear. Well, if you're looking for one, here's mine now. Take it from me if you can. Great. Okay, so he gets a Mega. This is probably the way out of the cave for the eastern entrance. Okay, she gets a Mega. This might not go super well for me. Oh, okay. Well, there's our Evolve form. It definitely gets a big rock on its back. Double kick. There used to be a channel I watched called, I don't know how to say that, and he did a thing called Glitch Quest. Interesting. Since I wanted to get into VGC, I kind of had to finish that game. The name sounds familiar, but not super well. I love listening to American Candy Wars while in Ukraine. We have, like, only one good candy company that makes all of the good candy, and everyone holds hands and smiles. I said that too last stream. Maybe I'll just throw my team at the Elite Four continuously to get levels that way. I don't know if that's really the smartest idea. I mean, it would work, right, eventually. Gold Pie, this is an interesting choice. Could they really just not figure out what to do to make Golduck edible? So they're like, stick Golduck in a pie? I mean, it's kind of Blueberry-like, right? They made him blue. He still has his legs, though, which is weird. You can see the tops of his legs. And I feel like we've seen that exact pie used in another sprite, too. They just took an existing pie sprite, took Golduck, stuck him in it. Gold Pie. Oh my god. Little banana guy, Opari cake, Don Magazine. The magma sprite is just in Ruby. It's like half parasite, half crystal. Dude, I'm so hungry right now. Gold Pie is just a guy getting out of the pie. Pie flavor. Horrifying to be honest. I think it just got lazy. Yeah, again, we've seen some lazy ones in here, but that's really disappointing. And that's their Mega. Okay. Meanwhile, I still can't figure out how to get Megas to work. I don't remember who I handed one of my Mega items to. This is a little rough. We can at least get a poison off. That's kind of, one of our best bets to take out their Mega, right? Okay, there's a poison. That'll help. And there goes our last real chance. Okay, no, we're still up. We're still kicking. Alright, I guess I just need to go for the heal. We had one that healed really well. Yeah, there we go. That'll give us a much better shot here. Looks like Team Rocket failed attempt to cook another Pokemon. No, yeah, I just couldn't get it to work. Like, it said that you just give them the item so long as the type matchup is the same. And then you literally just press start. But it doesn't say where you press start. I tried doing it before I attack. I tried doing it from this screen or in this screen. I don't know if there's only certain ones that can do it. I don't know. It really does not explain it well. Let's try. Oh, okay. Bite's actually pretty useful here. It's strange getting to look over forums older than I am to figure out I should grind levels in this game. I love it whenever I have like a like a computer issue or whatever, and I find a forum that's like 15 years old, I'm like, there's no way this can still be relevant, and somehow it is, and it solves my problem. The person who posted that probably forgot that that was an issue they ever had. I guess we'll try for another bite, right? Cotton moth. Wasn't too bad. I think we might have this one in the bag. I think we might have this one. Again, if we lose our Nidoqueen, it's gonna be rough. Because everything else is a lot lower level. But with only one Pokemon left, surely we got this from here. Oh yeah, that's a huge bite. Alright, there was their evasiveness. That kind of blows. Yeah, immediate miss. And then they do it again. What are with every trainer in this game and either lowering my accuracy or raising their evasiveness just like en masse? And an uproar. Yeah. Come on, get the bite off. There we go. And done. Does original Fire Red says, use on whom when you choose? I don't, looks weird. I don't think so. 2560, it might. I actually don't know. 3 and 6 are my two favorite generations for different reasons. Created in the lab the same year Ruby came out. There are no forums older than me. There are for me. Ruby as a game is 6 years older than I am. It is actively tied to my favorite Pokemon game in the series. RSE. Or ORS. Oh, Ruby Sapphire Emerald. I don't know which one I actually like more. I trust only very old forums on tips and walkthroughs and playing something. That's fair. Like, if you're playing like a really old game, like looking for like the older forums tend to work out better. But Ruby is where I started playing Pokemon, again through the god-awful web emulators. Platinum was your first game. See, I hear that a lot. Like, and that's the one thing. I think that's the most divisive thing on the entirety of my channel, is that the... let me go ahead and drop a save before I even think about doing anything else, because I just kind of got through that whole thing. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and by extension Platinum, brought in a crazy amount of people, like compared to generations before it. Diamond and Pearl is kind of like a resurgence for not really capturing already existing Pokemon fans, but bringing in a lot of Pokemon fans. And so you have a lot of people that are like, you like Gen 1ers, and then you have a lot of Diamond and Pearl Platinum people who they started there specifically. And it's my least favorite generation, and I think that's like, I get so much crap for it, because obviously if it's the game that you started with, you're going to like it the most. I just personally feel like it was one of the weaker generations, and in my opinion, the weakest generation. But it makes a lot of people upset, because like, you know, a lot of people started there. They're going to like it the most, and I don't blame them for that. Gary told me I'd be unbeatable if I found the Mega Suite. He even gave it... Oh! So our rival that we helped, not really a rival really in this game, is helping him, other people now. What is the time I'm out of here? No, and here he is. Consumer, I figured you'd show up soon. Naturally, they gave you no trouble at all, right? What's this there for? It's colder than frozen cheesecake. I get it. He told you about me. Well, you see, the professor never intended to use the Mega Suites. He's only collecting them. He likes collecting things. I would never. However, I want them, so I can unlock, with no K, the true power of Pokesuites. You see, I have discovered an even more powerful force. Consumer, give me your Mega Suites. With them, I will awaken the unstoppable legendary desserts. Boy, am I not ready for a second fight back-to-back. Also, we've been told all the way up until this point that he's literally not a fighter. He is just scientist. He didn't even have, like, a thing to fight us with. We're getting destroyed here, boys. Let's just go recap what my party looks like right about now. Don't forget, you kind of can't see its level. It's like 22 somewhere around there. Also super underleveled. This is rough. Apparently the rule forms back in the 70s. Those were older than me. I wanted really one of my first game to be Pearl, but I started with Fire Red. That's interesting. I mean, we can try for a heal here, man. The DS was the best-selling handheld ever. It's also a very good point. Diamond Pearl Platinum got me back into playing games. I skipped over the GBA releases when I got intrigued by the DS, so I got back into it. Yeah, also like a fair reasoning, right? Send me your funny Pokemon games, please. I wish I had a legitimate copy of... Luckily, I just, saved here. But we had that issue before. So if you guys watched the original video on, hold up, where this game came from. My original AliExpress video, where I got the cartridge for this. It doesn't like to focus once it's already been, like, focused for a while. Where I got this original cartridge. It did that to us every time we talked to Mom at the start of the game. Whenever I ripped it from this. Then, whenever I actually put out my SP, we didn't have that issue, where it would just randomly reset. We just got a random reset. Hopefully that's not just the thing that's going to happen every time we do this fight. Alright, we can skip the... Huh. I mean, that happened to us on the first stream of this too, right? Right. Because we were... We got, like, pretty far, and then it reset on us. So I guess we're probably okay? Which one confused a bit? What in the hell is that? It's horrifying. A cake made of rats. Alright, let's go straight for the hunger sting. Oh no, Gary whipped out, Devil Spawn. I remember that. Yeah, clearly we have some issues with this ROM hack, just like enjoying resets. I think, yeah, I actually mentioned in the first stream of this as well. I eventually ripped the ROM off of here, thinking if I'm not actually running it through the epilogue, right? If I'm just running a rip of it, it would probably run better and not have those issues. No, it still had the issues. Again, cartridge works fine on original hardware, but whenever I would try to run it with even a rip, it wouldn't work. So I ended up just finding the ROM and downloading it, which is kind of lame. You know, it'd be more interesting if it was like the actual file from the AliExpress cartridge. Which, now that I think about it, is a good way to get viruses. I don't imagine they would really think to do that, to load a virus onto a GBA cartridge, thinking that someone's gonna rip it. But I mean, no one would think to defend against it either, right? I should be more careful with that kind of stuff. Okay, we're doing okay. Gary is cursed. Okay, well, now we see the evolved form, and it's not a whole lot better, I won't lie. Let's try for the double kick. Pursuit off the bat. Okay, double kick isn't great here. We can try for a bite. Okay, immediate poison, fantastic. Bite. Okay, that's huge. Numb on yourself, please be enough. Okay, that's huge. Okay, I think if we're gonna have any chance here... Oh, okay, that's new. We might want to try and delay with our weaker Pokemon, right? So it's another vanilla 85 damage versus our 60 there. Still 100% accuracy. And they can leave with paralysis instead of flinch. I think I'd prefer paralysis over flinch, so goodbye bite. Red cake looks really bad. I wonder if it's an issue with the ROM they use. But see, this is why I downloaded directly, right? Like, this one didn't even come from the cartridge, sadly. I think we ought to try to weaken them down with our weaker ones first, if we're gonna have a shot here. Let's kind of use these as pawns at this point. Although, assumingly, he might also have a Mega. Try for a Fury Swipes. Not great, but hey, it's It's damage. Hit 3 times. Fury Cutter. Again, I don't have anyone to cure the poison. Those are both vanilla. I think we just spam Fury Swipes and let our... Yeah, see ya, buddy. You're next. Maybe they patched the game incorrectly. Fine, it could be. Alright, so we could try a Raspberry or Banana attack. Let's try a Raspberry, because this could also leave Paralysis, which could help a lot. Okay, Paralysis, that's huge. Get another Feint. Oh, that was my Feint attack, I'm dumb. It's fine damage. Oh, okay, and Spore. Great. Well, maybe... Okay, never mind. Alright, let's see if we can finish it off. I do think I just need to heal, though. Like, 100%. We just need to heal. Is that our last healing item? 50 HP there. Oh, nope. Okay, that's 80. Do we even need to heal 80? Yeah, we do. Okay. Oh, he's already paralyzed. Let's screw it. Body slam. Raw damage there. Perfect. Hope it ends soon. Wish YouTube still had DMs. Man, that was a wild era back when you could DM people on YouTube. God, YouTube used to be so much better. I mean, no, I love it. It's great. And there's still obviously things I really enjoy about YouTube. There's a reason that I do YouTube. But okay, yep, and he Mega Evolved. Fantastic. Alright. Body Slam, get that paralysis. Please, God. Okay! I thought there was no shot. I thought there was no shot after that last fight. We could just go straight into a rival fight with half the team dead and pull that off. 2 Megas in a row, too. 2 trainers with Megas in a row. You may keep my Mega Suite, but I know where these strong Mega Suites are, too. Better make sure you're nice and hungry for dessert. Got the Mega Lime from Gary. The bandits left their Mega Berry behind. Okay. Immediate dropping a save. What a horrible time to find a Lairon while I'm grinding Gardevoir levels. I'm not sure which version of the ROM you're using, but I found one that has some bug patches of 2024. Interesting. The cart version that he had got was from 2017. Okay. That was the last major release. I really don't know what level I should be shooting for. Do I have ice cream, actually? Good Lord, Nidoqueen is a new bulldozer. Man, it has been absolutely stomping. Like, Nidoqueen has been crazy useful. Am I the only one who's, like, afraid to use fast forward when doing a manual save in a ROM hack? Like, I just never liked the idea of fast forwarding during a manual save, like it's gonna break something. But we finally made it out of the cave. So where are we now? Okay, it's still showing us at the cave, but surely we're eastward, right? We should be. Okay, maybe now it's updated. Okay, yeah, we're eastward. Perfect. That's where I assumed we were headed. We just need to, like, book it. Okay, there was it. Perfect. We just need to book it at the Pokemon Center. Waves her hands in the general direction of a member chant. Why does my Groudon have Rock Smash? Why was I so bad at Pokemon then? I still think I have a couple of my old cartridges with my like, old Pokemon saves on them. Okay, we can go check the level of the gym, but I assume we're probably at grinding time. So let's go find the gym here. Okay, we have the bicycle in this town. That's perfect. However we get the bike voucher in this game. Honestly, I can see this game just being cruel and be like, no, you had to pay for it. There's the gym. Obviously for less money, but... Okay. Oh, so is there no, like, trainers beforehand? No, there is. Alright, let's see what level we're looking at in the gym. 35, okay. That's not awful. That's doable. Let's try a cherry. Let's try a lime. Okay, lime's the way to go. Lime's the way to go. I think we just got lime on another Pokemon too, right? So if the whole gym is same typing, then that should be all we need. Ooh. This one appears to be lime. Let's try a cherry here. Not very effective. I'm gonna go get my half-eaten chocolate bar now. This game's constantly actually making me hungry. Okay, let's try a vanilla. I know we fought this guy before, but obviously not at this high of a level where I was worried about type matchup. Okay, well at least it got some damage off. I'll take it. I wish I had candy. That I played in 2020. I named Starly Bird. That team was, oh my god, it was so bad. There are screens on an SC101 or DS that are for GBA games, I wonder. I mean, I really don't know. Sadly, my SP is not, the better backlit screen. Of course, it's just displaying black right now, but it's just like the basic crappier screen. But I have a glass screen cover over it, so there's that. Try another Razor Leaf, maybe? And immediate harden. I forgot my glasses and almost fallen face first on the floor. Just got a modded one. Yeah, that's probably the better way to go, in all honesty. Cherry again. AGS 110-2. Yeah, I can't remember what the terms were. That was a miss. The Chinese version, the IQ. Wasn't that, like, super rare? Or am I crazy? Yeah, the 101 was the better screen, correct? I don't remember now. All I know is that it sells for a lot more. Jesus can't type. Yeah, I kind of noticed that. That was kind of all over. I don't think so. Just hard to find outside of China. Okay. Yeah, and eventually they might try and pull the same thing with N3DS XLS. I know that the dual screen thing is like really kicking up again right now. It's like everybody who makes every company who makes, like, you know, handheld emulators is like coming out with a dual screen emulator right now. Okay, this is not going super well for me. Let's go ahead and swap. We can try to get Ferment some experience here if it can actually... Oh wow, that did like nothing. Whatever, we can just spam it. Bam, problem solved. Level 25. Oh, hey! Okay. This is what we've been waiting for since the beginning. Gotta see what this boy looks like. I'm not sure what I was expecting. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely covered in whipped cream and cherries. Your Chocosaur evolved into a Fudgeosaur. That is a name. Trying to learn Pedal Dance. Yes, I will probably take me a Pedal Dance. 120 damage, 100 accuracy. Do we go with Pedal Dance? I mean, it is a crazy amount of damage, but it does end with confusion. I think normally I would want to go Pedal Dance, but where I don't have a firm understanding of type matchups in this game. If I were to replace Razor Leaf with Petal Dance, I would have to just go in with it. If it ends up being, like, resistant, right? That would blow. So I think normally it's not a bad move. I don't think it's a move I'm going to go with. Just because of the lack of type matchup knowledge in this cursed game. Don't know how I feel about it. Getting the sense that the artist left after doing the starters. The sprites are so much better than sort of line. God, I got one of those chocolate bars that has like stuff inside and now I'm grinding my teeth on random cookie pieces. Stop making me hungry, please. I could get apple cider or something. I mean, I'm making everybody in chat hungry about playing this game. It's really not having that effect on me. Nope, no Petal Dance. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so level 35 is kind of the goal right now. So we could look at replacing members of the team if we think it's necessary. Hey, Andre, welcome to stream. We got some snacks. With the older games, do you like setting L to select? I'm not sure what you mean. As in it does the same thing as pressing A. I don't think I've ever considered it. Okay, so if we wanted to replace anything on the team, I know we wanted to run Ryolu. I'm not sure if I really want to. Same with the Teddy Ursa, who has really just been not working out for us. So I'm willing to replace either of those if we find good options while we level grind. But our biggest one is we need to get Ferment up to scuff with our other three. I'm still going to consider these two as a part of the team, but I'm not going to try and level them just yet. Until we, if we determine there's something that we don't find something that we know we want to add to our team. Older games have the option. I think it was like Gen 4 and earlier. I do have my copy of Black with me. I could check. It's really soft for some reason. I just always use the default keybind. Yeah, same. Why is this Hershey soft? I know it wasn't in Gen 6 and later. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to go grinding now. But I'm going to drop a save and I will be right back. So give me like 2 to 3 minutes. I'll keep the game audio going just for background music. As always, by the way, if the audio in the game is too loud or too quiet, always let me know because I'm lazy about testing these things before I go live. But I will be back in 2 to 3 minutes. my wife has the stream pulled up out in the living room, and so I was able to see part of chat. Yeah, Boris, I love that. That little curry is one of the things that sold me on this. I didn't make that background at all. I just kind of edited my my logos in there on the Game Boys. That was kind of about it. Let me check the rest of it. Gen 5 games thing is include the option anywhere. That's how I am at work. These nerds taste like the box they come in. Must have been in the box for some time. Alright, did we already heal? Yes. That's a nerds usually taste. I'm cool with nerds. If my teeth weren't terrible, maybe. So, we do want to get ferment up if we can. And audio is doing the thing. Let's see if there's anything else around town before we just dedicate to grinding right away. Alright, let me fix audio. Save. Yes. Maybe if you don't have the common English, but activated coal, this help prevent food poisoning. Yeah. What I need is something to keep my eyes from dying every time I stream. It's always like my eyes go out, but that's not even just from streaming, that's just all the time. Okay. We can go grind up there. Or we should probably go visit the bike place. Please take this. I didn't want it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should probably actually stick one healing on us before we eventually leave town too. Hello, old man. Young one, can interest you in a particular candy? I'm looking for a rare candy myself. I'm a collector. You can have a candy crown from me for a rare candy. Don't know what that does, but I don't have one anyways. Any other open houses? How do you guys get inside? How do you enter your homes? A plain city bike is good enough for me. After all, you can't put a shopping basket on a mountain bike. Yeah, these bikes are cool, but they're way expensive. We like a shiny bike. It only costs... What happened to all the price tags? Odd. Well, no matter the cost, if you have a bike voucher, a new donut bike is yours. Okay, so yep, voucher only. That's me for like an hour ago looking for a rare candy. Yeah. Not really a whole lot else to do in town, is there? Are you giving me that? Sure, man. Ultra Ball. Not the best trade-off, seeing as balls are recyclable in this game. Makes you a lot faster than running for sure. Well, if you could tell me where to get a bike voucher, that would very much be appreciated, guy. So, we could go up to grind. We can go check levels up here. Poly Orange. Just the minor palette swap here. But level 20, that's not terrible for at least getting our ferment up. Ooh. Do we want to go for an evolution? I kind of want to go for an evolution. I wonder how hard it is to find a stone. Huh. Go for a quick attack. Okay, good enough. From here, we can just Pokeball. And bam. Okay. Give a nickname to it. Nope. Although its name will become Jolteon, let's be honest. It's so cute. What the hell? It is really well done. Steal that Eevee. So, immediate swap, when you know what Jolteon looks like. That was my first thought, is like, man, like, where am I gonna find a Thunderstone? Why is it Cup of VA? That is what I'm wondering. I wonder if it's like a different letter, right? Like you have A, B for the evolutions. So, let's do a little swap. Sorry guy, you're leaving the team. It also had my my Mega Berry on it. Let's see. Oh, I can't just get the item from it. Lock operations, no. Move items. Oh, you still had a berry. Yep, put in bag. You take... was one of you strawberry? Oh! Oh, because he's holding an item. Okay, that's all that's indicating. Dang. I don't know, we'll give it to you for now. Alright, well, we can try for our Jolteon. I doubt we can just buy a Thunderstone, but maybe we can go check the shop. Told you about you. Right. This guy wants me to get a bunch of things for the Pokedex. Okay. There. Go upstairs and try training Pokemon with your friends. You can get more variety by trading. The Pokemon you get in trades grow quickly, too. I have a feeling that's not really an option here, but thank you. Multiple designs, then it sees letters for it? Maybe. I saw Meowthing got unreasonably angry. That's the only Kanto Pokemon I need for my living dex. That in Persian. Okay. So, we definitely want to try and grind you up as well. Oh yeah, I forgot. I wanted to see if the shop, potentially, we could just buy a Thunderstone. I just have my doubts. Without having let's... that is a good question. I have no idea. Undoing it, Mega Sapphire. Okay, bye. Yeah, I didn't think so, but, you know, there was a chance that we could just buy our Thunderstone. Okay. Oh, back to the grind. Yeah, right up here, we're gonna go ahead and drop a save. And back to fast forwarding. Ooh, okay. Chocados. I'd be okay with the Cranidos. I think I'll probably hold off for now. See what else we can find here. Ooh, okay. Also, just the... Let's just make it brown and call it chocolate. To be fair on it, kinda works. The Choco lug. Bug bite. Okay, maybe not bug bite. Tackle. And goodbye, Eevee. Oh, it kind of got taken out fast. Fury swipes. Ooh! I kind of read the room wrong there. Alright, God, go lurk. Fury swipes. Quick attack. Oh, come on, quick attack. There we go. Definitely gonna die here, but we can at least get... Oh, maybe not. Okay. Okay, definitely gonna die here. There we go. Alright, is there even really a point in trying to power level or high level Pokemon in this grass? Where else could we go, though? Are we gonna find higher levels up in this cave? This is where we came from, right? Yeah. Definitely not gonna find higher levels there. So, maybe... Let's just speed up real quick. Yeah, okay. Head down this way. Oh! Glad I caught up with you up earlier and decided to wait for you. It's not an ambush, we swear. Well, we did want to see how your team is coming along. That said, okay, yep, had a feeling. Alright, what level are we looking at? 35, okay, so same as the gym. We have a chance here, I suppose. Confection. This poor Emolga. Elmo Pie. He's so cute, what? That is a way of describing it, I suppose. Critical hit, not bad. Looks crunchy. Chocolate looks like a chunk of chocolate's affair. Yeah, like, I don't really know what else I would have done with it, to be honest. Pie Tails. It's routes 30 39, a couple of routes. Breloom, how could you miss Sky Uppercut? He was right there. It's the good version of, Golduck. Alright, Pie Tails, try another confection. It just looks wrong. Yeah, we've seen it before. It literally just turned its tail into, like, the top of a pie. which is the weird decision. Hurt himself in infusion. Perfect. Again, we are kind of under-leveled for this. And, wow. Okay. Well, let's bring out our champion here. Go for that body slam. Try to get the paralysis in case it doesn't finish it off. Okay, perfect. Level 36. Yeah, let's keep on trying, buddy. That is definitely a Marsh Stomp and a pie. That seems to be a thing that they're going for in this game. Body slam, go for the paralysis. Body slam again. Oh! Well, there is Blastoise as a Ninja Turtle. Just straight up. It's a strawberry pie Ninja Turtle. Okay. Pie Toys is awesome though. It really isn't bad. It's not bad. Like it's some decent work. Okay, I forgot they get megas. We can try the. I did give it one of the sweets. Maybe there's a chance that it'll work on this, but I didn't really look at like type matchup, so it might not just work out of the box. Okay, not terrible. Aqua Tail. Not very effective. Perfect. Okay, so it said to just press start. I pressed start. Now body slam. No. Alright, well. At least we can win this fight. Alright. And then we're going to have to fight the other rival. Hopefully we get a heal in between. Yet a Mega Sweet and still lost. Well, if you think yours is somewhat stronger, way ahead of you. Consumer have healed your team. Let's fight, shall we? Oh, you didn't even play the healing music. Come on now. Oh, hey, we wanted to know what my Noivern looked like. It's kind of cursed, but hey, we figured it out, and I didn't have to catch the even more cursed Noibat. Oop, I tried to kind of like get up on my leg and pulled my headphone cable. It tells Tail a cotton candy that decided to commit horrors beyond my imagination. Toys crimes. Well, at least it's not bright toxic pink. Yeah, it's still cursed. Also, our Eevee has no shot here. But hey, if you want to like try and poison it or something before, wow. Okay, I guess not. Yeah, let's just go ahead and go straight to our champion. Body slam. Tortoise can't spell. You're fine, man. I can't spell well either, to be fair. Looks far more effort than Ninetales. Yeah, that's true. We're seeing a lot of that. It's like some of these have like really high effort, and some are basically just palette swaps. Which, to be fair, there's a lot of Pokemon. Like, kind of makes sense, right? It was probably a community effort to do a lot of these. And so some of the more like palette swappy ones were probably just like a temporary, like, let's do this, and then if somebody wants to design a sprite that fits better, then go for it. It reminds me of Pokemon Bidoof version. Yeah, I believe 3 different people worked on the sprites. Okay. Yeah, Pokemon Bidoof version, the whole idea is that every Pokemon is Bidoof. And so they made custom sprites for every... I gotta admit, that's pretty well done. Okay, I kind of like that one. But, anyways, they have, like, a Discord where you can, like, submit your custom Bidoof sprite to be added to the game. And it's a pretty big community effort. Like, I was in that Discord for a period of time, just kind of looking at the Bidoof sprites that people were making. What do you mean, Pokemon Bidoof? Sorry for 100% misspelling. I think you just missed one letter there, man. So pretty close. Body slam. God, Nidoqueen, it just hard carries my team. Level 37. Alright, we should probably go ahead and swap before we lose our best one here. But we can finally try out our evolved Venusaur. Okay, interesting back sprite. Again, some decent work went into that. Aerial Ace, Cherry Rain, come on, take out that banana. Okay, not super effective or anything. We can try a Lime. Is Lime effective against the banana? Not at all. Okay. And a double edge. Okay, well, that worked out really well. Even though I'm pretty much dead at this point. Strawzard. Okay, so you can finally see the last of the evolutions for the starters. Let's see what it looks like. It's fine. That's actually pretty well done. I like the kind of like the hair thing going on with like the strawberry leaves. That's pretty good. Yeah, you were close. But dude, if I can't remember how to write Pokemon names for the life of me. What's wrong with Furo's face? They just kind of like shaved him bald. Alright, let's try Fur Confection. Oh, of course they're gonna Mega Evolve here. Boltzerline looks better. Yeah, I'll agree on that. I mean, Boltzerline is just the best line, let's be honest. Fire Fang, that hurt. Come on, get the confusion off. Super effective, that's good to know. And we got the confusion. Ooh, okay. Come on, come on, confuse. Yes! Okay, perfect. If you guys are getting any lag on the stream, my apologies. I just got a notification that said that there's some buffering. Wait, so it wasn't my internet? It might have been, but YouTube said that there's some buffering. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. You should collect the rest of the medals. You won't be allowed past the gate ahead of us without them. We still have some collecting to do, so we'll catch you later. Oh, and did you know a guy named Gary? That guy, he's been causing problems lately, apparently. I'd watch out for him. I mean, we got our whisks for him. But, anyways, let's put up again. See you later, consumer. Okay, well, I was just going that way to try and get some experience in, but I guess we got some from unexpected fight. Literally told us it's not an ambush, but it was literally an ambush. Here's where the stream is. Is it doing better now? I still have the warning pulled up, but it's looking smooth on my end, at least. The stream has problems. My internet craps out. It's fine now. Okay. Alright, now we can try to go south again and see if we can get some higher level fights for our, like, level 30s. Route 20. Alright, let's see what we can find here. Thought you were just doing an odd remix. Oh! It's missing the LV for its level. Kandai 23. Interesting glitch there. Bug bite. Okay. Oh, let's try to get a poison, maybe? There we go. Poison. Go for a tackle. Don't have to make a difference here, honestly. Alright. Some experience for the EV. Razzle. Interesting. Again, it's another, like, generic palette swap. And we are back to the experience grinding. Gary is secretly evil. Pokemon sweet second the game theory. Let's just blame YouTube. It's probably my internet, I'll be honest. I'm still looking at changing ISPs. It's just kind of a pain to do. My ISP is fine. But, like, I don't get good upload speed, which obviously you kind of need for streaming. Like, my download speed is great, but upload speed is bad, and internet does like to go out. So, and that's the thing, like, whenever my internet goes out, it's, like, very brief. Like, it's just long enough to cause interruptions, but not enough to, like, be a major annoyance, but, you know, it is bad enough to get me some temp bans in competitive shooters. So that's a little annoying. It doesn't happen too often. It happens like a couple times a day, maybe. Okay, well, there's our evolution. Velvexen evolved into Velfox. Interesting design. But this was our hard carry for the team up until Nidoqueen very much took over that spot. So, evolution's kind of huge. Do you have Comcast? Thankfully, I don't have Comcast. That would be kind of the worst option. I am familiar with Comcast. Body slam. Alright, let's do a cherry rain. Ooh, not at all. Razor leaf. Annoying pop-up that happens because of my camera software. Oh, and audio cut out. Fantastic. Let's drop a save. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay, when audio cuts out, I just need to turn off and turn on fast forward. When audio gets glitchy is when I have to drop the save, right? It hasn't been a while since I saved, though. Let's go ahead and do that. So Razor Leaf against you, sure. Because everyone I know over there, who has Comcast is always complaining about it. Comcast is terrible. I have, Spectrum, which their biggest issue is outages, and in my opinion, it's kind of terrible that you can't get good upload speed with them. Like, years ago, like, bad upload speed didn't really matter for 90% of people. Because you're not going to be using upload, you're up nearly as much as you are you're down. Like, down is far more important. But the fact that with Spectrum, I can, like, get crazy good download speed, but my upload is still just, like, not even a tenth of what my download is. Like, not even a tenth. Is kind of terrible in a world where, streaming and stuff is becoming a lot more prevalent, and there's just no option to upgrade that. Like, I can't give them more money to... Like I want to give them more money, but you get what I mean. I learned that AT&T is an option for me now. It didn't used to be. But I have a buddy who lives down the road who uses AT&T, and they never have any issues pretty much ever. Okay, I didn't want to use you. Let's swap to our Nidoqueen here. But that wasn't an option years ago, and now it is. So that's probably what I'm gonna go with. It's literally faster, and it's cheaper, and it has a lot less downtime issues like Spectrum. Well, while I'm complaining about ISPs, I mean, we're just grinding for experience at this point, whatever. So while I continue to complain about internet providers, Spectrum has my phone number, right? They send me text alerts and they're like, "Hey, your internet is down. We expect it to be back up by this time." Okay, cool. But they have my phone number and they do automatic alerts. That's pretty useful. If they would use it, and it drives me insane, because my internet will be out, and it'll be out for a decent period of time. And so I'm like, okay, this is annoying enough that I'm gonna use mobile data, right, and contact support and figure out what's going on. And they're like, oh, hey, sorry, there was a planned outage in your area. A planned outage. If you planned the outage, maybe you could have sent a text alert like you do whenever an outage lasts too long and you want to inform us that it should be back. Maybe like the day before, 2 days before, whenever you decide that you're going to plan an outage, give us a heads up. Hey, your internet is going to be out from this time to this time, so I can plan accordingly. Like, you literally have automatic text alerts. I don't understand. For years, they've done automatic text alerts, but they can't do it for planned outages. It's just, it drives me insane. But if it's an unplanned outage, like, lightning strike or something goes wrong, right? About 20 minutes into the internet being out, 15 minutes into it being out, however long it is, when they realize that they can't just, like, fix it immediately, automatic text comes through saying, hey, internet outage, we're hoping to have it back up by this time. I don't know. I just generally hate most internet service providers. They're all kind of terrible. I have 50 down, 20 up. Where is... I forgot where the Pokemon Center is here. There it is. It sounds similar to one electricity company having a soul deep hatred for. At least you get text alerts. Yeah, but like, I only get them when they're not really important. Because like, if the internet has been out for 15, 20 minutes and I'm actively trying to use it, right? By the time 15 minutes has gone by, I've already hopped on their site and gotten with their bot and figured out that there's an outage and they tell me like, oh, we expect it to be this long or whatever. So like, the only time that I actually get text alerts is when it's like, not important to be getting text alerts, if you get what I mean. Like, it's kind of the one time where I'm like, yeah, you probably don't need to message me for that one. But they're planned outages. Ah, whatever. They'll figure it out. Sorry we took you down for 3 hours. It just, I don't know, it drives me insane, man. Oh, right. We needed to work on getting our EV up. Now that EV is really going to be used a whole lot, I don't need to get EV to like 35 like I'm trying to do with a lot of the others. But try to catch up enough that it'll be... Okay, come on, get the poison off. Wow, okay, well, immediate swap. Just trying to get EV up enough that it'll be, more caught up whenever we are able to give it the evolution. Can we get to another one? Immediate swap. Body slam. Immediate swap. Body slam. Alright, and you might not make it to the next fight with that poison. Alright, level 21. Not terrible. And he's gone. Rip in peace. Okay. We know we want you at the back of the party. Aside from that, everything here pretty much is going to get grinded up. I don't think we'll need a queen to get higher than, like, 40, though. It's kind of already our hard carry. I think Ferment is when I really do want to get caught up, though. Because he was pretty useful earlier on. I'm hoping, you know, we catch up in levels. You know, be more useful again. Again, my initial, like, look into this game, just a brief search, so that double battles were, like, frequent. We haven't seen a single double battle, so I'm not sure where I pulled that info from. It might have been, like, the first game. But I kind of gave it a helping hand, hoping it would be, like, helpful. But so far, not a single double battle. Trying to learn Slam. Let's see here. If something goes out here, I hear nothing. I just have to wait and, try and find user-reported outage online. Yeah, pretty much. Good question, Dre. I woke up, like, this week, and I didn't have electricity, no answer why. Then I waited 5 hours to turn on, and apparently it was planned. That's awful. And I get to know it was planned only after those 5 hours. Yeah, complaining about ISPs. Yeah, pretty much. So... Slam 80 damage, low accuracy. I mean, it's a lot more damage than Fury Swipes. At least it's more PP, right? At least it's useful for grinding. Goodbye, Fury Swipes. Alright, and he's down anyways. Perfect. Come on. Let's get back to you. Confection. Man, this is my favorite part of every Pokemon game. Running through grass, mashing A. And then running through grass, and then mashing A. Okay, maybe I should use a different A here. Running through grass, mashing A. Where's the Mrs. Seeker? She's out in the living room right now. She's working on some stuff. Mrs. Larker. Yeah, she does generally watch the streams most of the time. And those people didn't post anything on their website. You have to call them. Yeah, also like super annoying. Type in a code for a specific code area to get an operator to know that it was planned. Yeah, it's kind of awful. That's what I've been doing in Scarlet. Yeah. Just the grind, like, in modern Pokemon games, like, the grind is still kind of bad, but like, in old Pokemon games, it was always still kind of annoying, too. I guess growing up, it wasn't as bad, because, you know, it was that or nothing, right? And it was entertaining as a kid, I suppose. But yeah, that actually reminds me, back when, I used to live in this townhouse, and we were actually the first people to move into to that townhouse at the time. They were, like, new built. And there were some issues with us being the first ones to live there. I actually cut my foot really bad. This is not the story I wanted to tell, but it's what I'm telling now. Because they had, like, carpet on the staircase. But they didn't, they used, like, nails at, like, the back end of each stair. Okay, I thought it was, like, not effective or something. Just kept missing. They used these nails on, like, the back end of each step. And they didn't knock literally a single one of them in all the way. So all of them were sticking out of the carpet. And that was fun. So my first day living in that townhouse was spent, you know, a good couple hours of my time running my hand through the carpet, looking for the nails until I'd feel one, and then, you know, hammering it in for them. But yeah, we had been living there for probably a couple weeks when all of a sudden one day the power just goes out, and I'm kind of looking around, and other parts of the neighborhood had power. They were out there doing some work, and they needed to cut power to a couple units. And just didn't bother telling anyone. So I had to go out there and talk to him. I was like, hey, like, what's going on here? And like, yeah, power's gonna be out for, you know, like 5-6 hours or whatever. I'm like, okay, could you guys have, like, told us that was happening? And they were like, well, you know, we figured it's a weekday. It's like the middle of the day, so most people would be at work anyways. Okay, yeah, most people. Except I live in a tourist town. So most people in this town are actually not you know, working every weekday. Because more people have to work weekends when you work in a tourist town, because weekends are where the money is made. So, no. No, most people are not going to be off. And even if they were, maybe let us know that you're planning to kill our internet. You know, not our internet, our power. Like, might be a little important to do. Wow. Well, training went really bad there. But yeah, that was a little bit of an upsetting day. It was a long time ago now, but it was just very memorable because it was like my day off. And I think there was like a new game or something that released at the time that I was excited for, right? And then we just lose power for the entirety of the day. So that was fun. And like, again, landlord could have told us that they're going to be cutting power to our townhouse for 5 or 6 hours, but they just decided it wasn't important for us to know. So casual, yeah. Yeah, is working on projects. Is working on projects and regretting part of it. All right. Oh yeah, we just need to do swaps for our EV here. And slam. Again, swap. Then slam. Swap and slam strat. Never goes wrong. Until it does. Swap. Slam. Share pics, please. I don't think she's really making anything right now, but she probably still has things they can send in the Discord, in the art channel. We had a really bad storm a few months ago. Whoops, did not mean to do that. That's what I get for trying to press buttons while not looking and trying to reach out. A few months ago, we didn't have power for 4 days. That's awful. Don't they have to notify you because you need to, like, do something with your refrigerated food? Yeah, you would think so. Again, if power's only out for, you know, 5-6 hours, refrigerated food, if you leave the fridge closed, it's fine, right? It's if you're opening it, you know, that you might start running into issues. But leave the fridge closed, then you'll be okay. But yeah, like 100%, they should probably tell their new tenants that, you know, just paid a bunch of money to move into the place, that hey, we're gonna be killing your power for the day. Confection. What's actually wild is the person who owned, like, a large part of that neighborhood. I ended up working for his I was working for his company at the time. And had no idea that he owned, like, all of the property back there. Because he didn't manage it. He had, like, a management company that did it for him. But yeah, had no idea. There was a fun story behind that one, too. Slash... split my big toenail in half on a baseboard. That's kind of brutal. Swap to whoever it lands on. There you go. Razor leaf. Okay, maybe not razor leaf against that. Swap again. Who are we gonna get? Who are you gonna get? There. Oh, you again. Okay, cherry. Cherry again. Where am I at? Trees up power lines on either side of the roads I live off of. I'm feeling you several days without power. Hope your food didn't spoil. All of it. That's great. We have those a lot for obvious reasons. Plastic ice packs are actually very useful when there's electricity for days. That kind of makes sense. Slash. Alright, Eevee's getting there. Eevee's getting there. Maybe we can actually start having Eevee do its own fights now? Are you ready for this? You ready for this guy? Let's get you poison off. I don't think Eevee's ready for it. Oh, hey, okay. It took one down. It took one down. I'm proud of him. Looks like stream might be getting some more lag again. Speaking of ISPs being terrible. Slash. Yeah, so the company I worked for at the time, whenever I moved into that townhouse, I didn't know for a very long time that the guy who ran the company I worked for also owned, like, a majority of the property in that neighborhood. So he was effectively my landlord, just, you know, not really, like, on the lease, because management company and all that. There's another person who was higher up in the company, who also worked... Well, who also lived in that neighborhood. We were, like, neighbors, right? And, he learned that we were paying less for rent. So, he got angry and called the owner of our company to demand lower rent. Meanwhile, I'm trying to explain to him, hey man, your rent is more expensive because your townhouse has an attached garage. Ours doesn't. You also have, like, all, like, stainless steel appliances and yada yada. Like, you have the larger and better place. It's going to cost more money. Like, but he didn't care. He called our owner to complain about rent, and then our owner just hung up on him because he understood that it was just kind of a senseless argument. But that was a really awkward thing that happened. Body slam. 10 and 9, I haven't eaten much. Do I grab Paschetti? That's a fantastic question. Okay, we definitely don't need to keep leveling up our Nidoqueen. We're looking at, like, level 35s in this gym. I think our Nidoqueen is good. At 41. Kind of overdid it there. At the same time, Nidoqueen's already kind of been higher level, because it's been our hard carry. Alright, drop another save. Let's check out our party. So, if I can get Eevee to, like, 30, I'll be happy. Again, it's not really going to be used much in this fight. It's mostly just trying to get it leveled up, so when the time comes that we go to actually make it an active member of the team, it's ready to go. Other than a new build once, it was a show house, but the company wouldn't take the sign down. It was the summer, and if we left the door open, we would find people wandering around in our living room. That's wild. That's kind of nuts. Yeah, ours was, luckily not that. It was you know, basically an apartment, but slightly fancier. I missed that place. It was really nice. Obviously I moved out a very long time ago. And then they ended up like selling off like they evicted everybody in the neighborhood and like sold off everything. It was kind of wild. I knew because that neighborhood is like pretty popular, you know, it was like pretty affordable to like it was affordable and the places were like decent sized and really nice. And I knew other people that lived back there, and I mean, they like sold off everything, so like every person in the neighborhood got evicted, and I don't even remember what they did with all of it. Like what the reasoning was for selling it off, but that was a whole ordeal. Luckily, I was out by then. You... But I do miss that place. It was really nice. Now I'm in a tiny apartment that has almost doubled in cost since we first moved in. It is so much more expensive than that old place was, but also that was when the economy was in a better spot. So, kind of makes sense. That those townhouses are probably a lot more expensive now. I'm actually looking for a place, townhouse or apartment. Looking at everything. That's kind of brutal. Yeah, it was kind of nuts, because I knew a handful of people, including one family member, who all had to, like, rush to find new places to live, and in my city, it's not easy to find a place to live. It's very competitive finding even a basic apartment. Like, it's extremely competitive. Where I'm at, they don't even do, like a waiting line anymore, because you would just be waiting for years. So they just kind of do, like, a first come, first serve. If there's a place available, hopefully you show up that day. Because, I mean, again, it's, like, impossible to find decent, to find anywhere to live here. It's nuts. Because you have all of these people, like, you know, again, it's like a tourist city, so you have people that really want to move here, because they come here on vacation, and they're like, man, we loved it there. Why don't we move there? And then they move here, and they hate it, but everything is so expensive, now they're broke, and they can't leave. Because they realize, like, hey, whenever you move to a tourist trap, the magic kind of dies. You start to see everything for what it actually is. So all these people move here, then they get trapped here. And then they get priced out of ever being able to leave. It's kind of a disaster, but then every new build is always just for tourism, right? You don't see new apartments and houses popping up. So we're not expanding housing, but we keep needing, like, half the people that work in this city don't even live close. Like, they have to drive from, like, crazy far away, and there goes the audio glitch again. Drop another save. Fix this audio glitch. Saved, emulation, reset, fast forward, bam. But yeah, it's kind of brutal. So, we've been in this tiny apartment for a long time, and we will probably continue to be here for a long time. I still don't think Evie's, like, good enough to really get much experience by himself. But Ferret definitely is. Swap out. Slam. Slam. I'm gonna, like, turn off fast forward for the grind while I, catch up on chat. Looking at everything. Posted some of what I'm working on the art page in Discord. We have a housing shortage here in Australia. Our genius government is thinking about charging people an empty room tax to force them to rent out spare rooms to help the lack of housing. That's kind of atrocious. That's wild. To be fair, I've heard some very, again, I do my best to never get political here, but I have heard pretty, wild things about the Australian government over recent years. It's easy to actually buy a place, and I have no idea how to begin to pronounce that, Boris, I'm sorry. But well, I wouldn't recommend it. Half of the region is under occupation. Yeah, that one makes sense. At first I thought you said Toros Town. Oh yeah, no one likes that idea. Yeah, that sounds terrible. I hope that doesn't actually go through. That's kind of awful. Like, yeah, we have a spare room in this apartment, right? It's this room. It's where I film everything. It's where everything for this channel is done. Like, things are stored, like all the filming equipment, and I couldn't imagine if I had to rent out this room. Like, half the time there's barely room for me to sit in here. And the idea that I would have to clear all of this out and put it somewhere else, like, I couldn't run this YouTube channel, just straight up. That or I'd have to get rid of my bed and convert my bedroom into my studio. Like, that's terrible. Slam. I'm convinced that their government is run by spiders. That, you know, I think that's the one place I would be like, yeah, it kind of makes sense. It was quite a nice region, to be honest, before full-scale war, but right now, honestly, it's better to move even closest region to us because it's not safe at all. Yeah. Kind of unfortunate. Fox friend again. Infection. Alright, well, now we get to continue swap training our Eevee. Once we hit level 35 with our Fox, we're gonna call Eevee good. So we'll just keep doing our swaps. But our Fox should theoretically hit 35 here. I just gotta have a finger on the fast forward button now so I can turn it off to do my swaps. Infection. At this point, I'm barely even paying, like, attention to the things that I'm fighting. I just kind of want to get this grinding over with and try to take on this next gym. I think, like, a goal of mine is to at least, like, beat one gym per stream. But the one gym that we beat today was kind of a joke. So I think it only makes sense to at least go do one more. Okay, you know what, Eevee, come on. You gotta want to carry your own weight at some point. Man. Alright. Oh, okay. Well, we didn't hit 35. I'm gonna call it good enough. 34. We should be fine to take on this gym. I say that. We're gonna get destroyed now that I said it. Go up and heal. Chitty right up here. You have to prove, it's being used as they study or something if it's not a bedroom. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. One day I'm hearing nice things about living in Australia. Next I'm hearing about how awful it is. Good lord. Yeah, I'm sure it's like most places, right? There's ups and downs. They think the elderly who own their homes won't want to pay said tax, and therefore will sell their house and move into a retirement village. I don't know how all of that would work. Good thing we just saved because I can just immediately do our reset to fix the audio. All right, let's go visit the gym. The whole tax is stupid, dear God. Hasn't been approved though. Oh, stream offline? Can you get? Are we good? Is it good? Are we good? Cool. You didn't really miss much. I just kind of fixed the audio issue. You know, I guess I could just move this rock and not have to fight that guy, right? Bam. Solving my own problems. This is gonna be a little bit harder to dodge. We have to run up and then over. Oh, I don't know how he didn't spot me. Oh, do we have to lure him out? We do, don't we? Yeah, there's no other way in. Oh, I'm kind of trapped back here. If I walk him this way... Well, that's kind of awful. All right. Just come on, buddy. Come on. Hey, Amanda just subscribed. Thank you very much. He didn't walk forward at all. He's still blocking it. I just need to fight the guy in the front. Come on. That's trash. That is complete trash. Try for a slash. Oh yeah, physical damage. Great. Poisoned immediately. Synchronized. Haha. That's what you get for poisoning me. Kickstream Seeker's internet. Man, it drives me insane. Got stuck in limbo. Yeah, sorry about that. At this point, I just don't even know what I can do for it. I remember for a while, I thought it was my crappy router. That's an interesting name. Thank you for subscribing. Slash, come on, take him down. I'm not even concerned about this fight at this point, because we're just gonna head back and heal. Because there's literally no point in fighting that guy. Like, literally none. I guess the only, like, maybe if he catches you on your way to the gym leader once you get past the first guy, that would make sense. That username, yeah. Community username, what was there? I don't think I'm gonna say it, but... kinda didn't say it the first time on purpose. Alright, let's push this rock anyways. Bam. Just to make me happy. Alright, take a step forward, buddy. Thank you. Okay, so... I don't remember what was good here. I think Infection worked on the first one, right? No, it didn't. Okay. Chat was there? Not quite, no. Alright, Slash definitely worked a lot better. Try it again. Yeah, easy. God, okay, Slash is carrying us now. Alright, we just have to get past her without them, you know, going after us. Let's... Oh, come on. Well, luckily I just did that. Let's go to the side. Oh, come on! There's no way! It's gonna be one of those where, like, you literally can't do it, right? Unless you can't see me from all the way over here. Ah! Okay. All the way to the side. Got it. Alright. Gym leader time. Also, why are there some messages appearing in the stream, but not in chat? It might be a desync issue? Because they should all be appearing in YouTube chat. I have that issue sometimes for refreshing the page. I mean, I do my streams with no ads, so if you guys ever need to refresh to, refreshing is also good because the stream will slowly get further behind, and if you refresh, it'll fix that problem, so the chat messages are more on time with what's happening in stream. I don't do ads at all on my streams, at least not for now. Now, after the stream ends and it goes to a VOD, then ads are enabled. But if you watch it live, there's no ads, so you can refresh without worrying about it pulling up an ad. Now, YouTube does have their right to monetize policy, so there's a chance that an ad will play anyways, but I don't think that they use the right to monetize policy. Whoa! Also, I just want to point out, he's literally a chef, he's not even food this time around. He looks kind of ridiculous with the pink gloves, but just ridiculous as a whole. Should I point that out? The champ is now actually just a guy. Yeah, straight up. Ads are wild nowadays. Yeah, that's 50 million. It's like 50 million. But I can't remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's an issue with a lot of streams, right? It's like you're like afraid to refresh because you're just gonna get trapped in an ad, but that shouldn't happen here. Because again, YouTube has their right to monetize thing where they can throw ads on your videos even if you don't want ads on your videos. But I don't think that they apply that to streams. Chocolate Martins, very fitting name for the game that we're playing. Welcome to stream. Ads on phone straight away just break streams. Yeah. That's why a lot of streamers do like which you actually can do with YouTube too. You can do manual ad breaks, so you can be like, hey, I'm gonna be right back, so I'm gonna play ads while I do a be right back. I don't even bother doing that. I just don't do them on streams. I'm sure one day I will, but I'm not worried about it. Body slam. Because again, streams for me, like I just do it once a week as a little extra thing to hang out with chat, right? Just to hang out with you guys. It's not it's not my primary content, so it's whatever. Body slam. Oop, wrong button. My first couple streams there were some ads, but that was kind of me just testing things out. Full heal, not that it matters. Body slam again. God, Nidoqueen is just such a hard carry, man. I am loving this thing way too much. Choco Raid. Is this a new Gatorade flavor? I don't think I want chocolate Gatorade. That sounds terrible. Oh, it's Rose Raid. Okay. Body slam. Oh, it's gonna be my champ. That's actually really good. Rubber gloves and underpants. Sorry for vanishing. I'm getting my sibling to do, he's the only Elite Four fight I struggled with. Might as well let them try fair. God, that still reminds me, I've told this story before, about how I got my original copy of Pokemon Fire Red. It was just kind of tragic. Frappe Metal, chocolate and vanilla are yin and yang of dessert. Go forth and eat. Those were words that you said to me, thank you. Alright, we're still gonna try and avoid trainer fights, because it seems like they can still proc in here, even after the thing's over for some reason. But yeah, you're all good. But yeah, that kind of reminds me of, I've told the story before, but how I got my copy of Fire Red. Buddy of mine, when I was in, like, middle school, I have no idea how old I was. I've mentioned before, I'm terrible at that stuff, but he had a copy of Pokemon Fire Red, and he made it to Mewtwo, but he only had, like, regular Pokeballs with him, and his team wasn't, like, great either. And he really wanted to catch Mewtwo, and I was just like, hey man, maybe you should, like, leave the cave and, you know, power up your team a bit, you know, get something better than a regular Pokeball to catch Mewtwo with. And, he really was determined to catch it with just Pokeballs, but it was driving him insane. And so I was like, I offered, like, hey man, like, why don't I try it? So he gave me his copy of Fire Red to just spam Pokeballs at it, because he knew I was willing to no life crap as a kid. So he gave me his copy of Fire Red, and I spent a while trying to catch that Mewtwo for him. Again, I was following his rules of not leaving the cave. There was like 5 regular Pokeballs to try and catch this Mewtwo over and over. All of a sudden, again, I was a young kid, right? We both were. All of a sudden, his dad, who was used to traveling the United States, got a job offer he couldn't refuse in Alaska. And they moved. And I never saw him again. And I still had his copy of Pokemon Fire Red. Whoops. So that's how I got Pokemon Fire Red as a kid. I did eventually catch that Mewtwo, but couldn't really give it to him. I ended up like keeping, I didn't even delete a save for a very long time, because I was just like, it's not my game, but it's not like I was ever gonna see the kid again. Yeah, so stolen copy. My lowest level mon was like 42. Drade's stream is pretty much over at this point as well, so thanks for watching. But yeah, I know we didn't quite hit the 3-hour mark today, but we also kind of started late, and clearly everything in the universe is telling me not to stream today, with internet going out and the bulb blowing and pre-stream stuff just not working out. But we'll be back again next week. I didn't do a vote this time. Normally, if you guys aren't already in the Discord, there'll be a link down below. You can join the Discord. I normally do a vote for like what we're gonna stream every week. I just kind of decided what we were doing this week. I was like, we're not gonna do the vote. I want to do Pokemon Sweet again. But I will be doing a vote this time, so I'll be doing a poll They usually go up on Mondays, sometimes on Tuesdays for what we'll end up streaming. I like letting you guys decide. It's fun. Whatever you guys want to see, I'm down to do most of the time. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. But yeah, we'll be back with, hopefully on Saturday, with the next stream with whoever is voted on. So we're gonna pull up this screen and then my lazy text. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see all of you next time. Goodbye for now. And thank you again, Obsidian Panther, for your gift subs today. Oh, cool.